was the scene. The Falcons coming out from their tunnel to the roar of all the folks here in Atlanta. We're ready for football as these Falcons get set to match up with the Buffalo Bills. Stephen Hauschka now about set to get this one started. And we are underway from Atlanta. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the... 25 at the 24-yard line.
Ready, blue 80, black 25.
Push him back. Push him back.
On first down, Ryan. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Well, it's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. From the 24, they'll go again on second and 10. A fake to Freeman. Now it's Ryan. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The sack there by Trent Murphy. So the sack pushes him back, and now third and long for Ryan and the Falcons. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. They do get 18, but even that won't be quite enough. It's fourth down.
Every coach we ever talk to says to his team before the game, quick start, guys. Let's get out of the gate fast. How about that? They took his lesson to heart, didn't they?
They did exactly that. A nice diving catch here on the game's opening drive. On the keeper, here's Ryan. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on fourth. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to second and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On second down now, it's Freeman. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And he will finally be tracked down at the Bills' 26. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? Five or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. A run on first down, but it's not going to get him much. Maybe a yard, and that's all. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it second and 9. Here's second and 9, just a yard on that last run. Off the play fake to Freeman. It's Ryan. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The intended target was Calvin Ridley, and it's third down. Now that's twice now already in this first quarter that he's been able to knock a ball away.
They're going to need that from him and plenty more if they want to slow down this passing game. Thus far, though, he's been a ball magnet.
On third down, Ryan. This This is brought in by Hardy. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. They'll run here with Freeman. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. A loss of 2 there. Second down.
A loss of 2. Brings up second and goal.
Check.
At the Bills' 11-yard line.
On second and goal, Ryan eluding the pressure right. And finding the tight end Hooper. A 10-yard completion, but still now facing third and goal. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
A very lengthy opening drive, as this will be play number 12 coming on third and goal.
Gun.
Ryan keeps it on the sneak, and he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Matt Ryan taking it in. And the Falcons take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. It's good, and that gives the Falcons a 7-0 lead. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told, as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 18. Now Allen. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Desmond Trufant with a sack. The corner blitz hits home.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away, because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. The reception good for 7. It's third down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Falcons push further out in front. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. $14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14. Bills, nothing.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. To throw again on second down. Allen nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Grady Jarrett making his presence felt. He gets the sack. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. On 3rd and long, it's Allen. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
Ready. 21.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd down, Freeman. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Looks like Ryan's going to stay out there. Indeed, they're going to try for this on 4th down. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer, and they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. CD, with that incompletion, let's look at some of the big games week 13. So these are ones that our crew probably think are the biggest 4. Let's rank them 1 to 4 as far as how big they are and what they mean. Baltimore at Buffalo, San Fran at New Orleans, KC at New England, Seattle at the Rams. How would you rank those? What do you think?
Well, this is going to sound self-serving since I'm working San Francisco and New Orleans, but to me that's the number 1 game because the number 1 seed in the NFC will be determined that week for that moment. Okay, the winner of that becomes the number 1 seed. I think the number 2 game, Seattle at the Rams, because Seattle's trying to maintain pace with San Francisco or become the number 1 team in the NFC West. And the Rams have to have it if they have any designs on making the playoffs. The number 3 game, Baltimore at Buffalo. Buffalo's announced its presence. That big win on Thanksgiving Day over Dallas. But Baltimore's the hottest team, the best team in the league over the last 8 weeks. And then you finish up Kansas City, New England. How is that the number 4 game?
I know.
Hard to believe, but it is in this state, in this instance.
So after the penalty, here's 2nd and 3.
Alert!
Here's Allen. And he's going to have the connection to Foster. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down with Singletary. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6.
Brings up 3rd down.
45.
Here we go, G. It's just me and you.
A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen. Got an open man, it's Foster. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. They will run with Singletary. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. Allen going to throw. That's caught by Brown for a Bills touchdown. 4 yards on the touchdown grab as they are now on the board here in the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
He's going to look deep down the field. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. He's looking for Ridley again. That'll bring up 2nd down. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. To throw again. Ryan airing it out, looking for Ridley. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. He's looking for Ridley again. And that'll make it 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Ryan will throw again. Looking downfield for Jones. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
It's 4th down.
And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. Final play of the half. It's Ryan. It's caught. Jones. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. They'll run here with Singletary. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Devin Singletary, an 80-yard touchdown. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Hauschka adds the extra point, and we are tied at 14. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You've got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
50X the money. 50X the money. All day, every day, any day.
21. Check. 21. 25
Second and 10. It's Ryan again. This one complete to Devontae Freeman. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards and a first down for Atlanta. Play action. Ryan. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Trent Murphy picks up his second sack of the afternoon. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. And that's off the mark, incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Play action. It's Ryan. And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. The veteran Jerry Hughes drops the hammer in the backfield. Here's Ryan. He sets to fire deep. And this is going to be incomplete. A surprising move to go for it, predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. On first down, Singletary. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now Allen. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by DeMonte Kazin. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. CD, while we have a quick second here, I want to give a shout-out to 3 teams who have struggled mightily this year, who all got wins in Week 12. The Dolphins, the Redskins, and for their first win of the season, the Bengals.
How about you? I love your empathy, right? You hate to see teams struggle like this. Hate to see teams that are down. And when they get wins, you come with a little bounce, don't you? You got a little extra spring in your step. Those Bengals, and they beat the Jets, who at the time were hot, right?
Yep.
They won 3 in a row. How about Washington? That win over Carolina. And then, of course, the Dolphins. No one really saw that coming. Their win over Philadelphia, even though it was at home. Could those wins for those teams be the death knell for the teams that lost? The Jets, we're not going to.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Jerry Hughes able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And instead, they want to throw it off play action. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. They do get 18, but even that won't be quite enough. It's 4th down. They'll run it. Freeman. And try to push his way forward, but I think he's going to be short. And he is short. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Bills are going to take over in excellent field position. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. The sack coming from Adrian Claiborne off the edge. Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback because he had no chance to block it.
On second down, here's a run with Singletary. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. To the shotgun snap to Allen. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by DeMonte Casey. And this one will be brought back to the 22. Well, partner, Thanksgiving in the rearview mirror, Black Friday, Cyber Monday, all gone. And now if you look at the top 4 seeds right now as we hit, is it the quarter pole or the 3/4 pole?
It is the quarter pole, and we get to thank our NFL reporter, Randy Moss, who also has a great background in the sport of kings, for letting us know that's one of the most misused terms in that sport. It is the quarter pole, right? Where are they headed for the home stretch is what he also said about it. I can't wait to see how this thing ends.
Well, we got New England and Baltimore, the top 2 seeds in the AFC, Seattle and New Orleans in the NFC. You think it stays that way at the end?
I think it's going to be a heck of a battle. I think Baltimore, yes. New England's going to get a battle from Buffalo, but I think they're going to stay in the spot. Seattle, they're going to battle San Francisco. They're just going to trade it back and forth, and it's going to come down to Week 17, I believe, to decide that one. And New Orleans, yes, they will retain a top 2 spot.
Now it's Ryan. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. It's a gain of 16, 1st down Falcons. Back now in Atlanta. All square, 14 apiece to score as we get ready for the 4th quarter. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Ryan. They'll set up the screen for Freeman. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. A good convergence there defensively, only a yard, and it's 2nd down. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
25, check 6-6, pull it high. Switch.
Off the play fake. Here's Ryan. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They've got momentum on their side. They were once down 14-0. Now it's even at 14 as they look to put together a drive to get them the lead. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Allen, he's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is caught inside the 5. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll look to run with Singletary. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. Devin Singletary. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bills have taken the lead. Nice job of polishing off that drive, but all the credit there goes to that play prior.
Yeah, it certainly does, because after that big play, I think resistance almost felt futile at that point, didn't it? And the very next play, they come right back, quick, fast, and in a hurry, and put it in the end zone.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Here we go.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any...
Devontae Freeman, they're not going to get him. 30, past the 20, touchdown, Falcons. Devontae Freeman. with his second touchdown of the afternoon, as they can now even this game here in the fourth quarter with the extra point. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Bills take over first and 10.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They go right back to Singletary. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
The ball gets bumped up. It's now 2nd and 4 after the penalty.
Hey, hold on. Hey, why 7? You must be drinking.
5-2's the mic. Mike 5-2. Mike 5-2.
Allen now looks to throw. Open man, here's Foster. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches. They'll try and run for this with Singletary. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Well, sometimes, Brandon, there's just not a secret to how things get done. He's been running well all game long, and they continue to rely on him in this key situation.
They told us they were going to rely on him. They have. He comes through there, a big 3rd down conversion. Here's Singletary. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. From the 35 on 2nd down, Allen. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. To throw, it's Allen. And no, it's incomplete. The Bills' drive stalls out on 4th down. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And, Charles, this infraction's going to be against the offense. False start.
Sometimes you have to get up to the line of scrimmage, make sure your team is set before you begin your cadence.
The false start backs them up 5, 1st and 15. After the penalty, here's Freeman. They get 1 yard back there to make it 2nd and 14.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
2nd and 14 at the 42-yard line.
Ready, blue 80. X25. Get up.
Here's Ryan. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is it just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
All day, punk.
Hey, free plans.
58, right over there. Yeah.
Ready,
Here's Ryan. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 22. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the fourth quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
A nice burst there as they'll get about 7 that time on the first down run. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. From the 29, Allen dancing to his left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. I see you nodding your head up and down. That's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
So forget the 3 and out. The penalty makes this 1st and 10. Throwing now is Allen. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. Instead, it's incomplete. Boy, that really could have turned this one upside down. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Now Allen. This will be caught by Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the 4th. They'll run on 1st down. Singletary. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. To throw is Allen. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. From midfield, here's Allen. Buying time to his left.
You got it! You got it! You got it!
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down.
52's the mic right there.
Allen will look to throw for it on 4th. And that's caught by Beasley. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. And now they're going to get the timeout. A huge play has them in field goal range with a chance to win. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. So it's all going to come down to Stephen Hauschka. With 3 seconds to go, this for the win. And this one is good. Stephen Hauschka delivering in the clutch. And the Bills are going to get out of here winners. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. Till next time, we say so long from Atlanta. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. We all know this community lives for its Packers, and the green and gold came out of the tunnel a short time ago, and it was loud. We are ready for football, so are they, as the Packers get set to match up with Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Now Wilson on first down. Flush to his right. And now he's going to use his legs. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
Here's Travis Homer, the former Miami Hurricane, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Mike's 4-2, Mike's 4-2. That's right, baby. They don't want it.
On second and 12, Wilson. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
From midfield now, here's Wilson. Flushed out right. And he's going to lose a yard or 2. Taken down behind the line. Zadarius Smith gets him for a loss of a yard, and it will bring up third down. Throwing is Wilson. Forced out to his left. Boy, he almost did that himself, but it looks like he's about a foot or 2 short. It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short, and it'll be fourth down. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on fourth. Wilson on the keeper. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that, but by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on fourth down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. This time, Wilson will throw. Steps away to his left. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up second and 10. Throwing again. Wilson. And it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. The 20. And into the end zone. It's a pick six and a Packer touchdown. Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw. A free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
Extra point up and good by Crosby. And it's now a 7-0 game. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Let's go.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't.
Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Hey, 0-0-0.
Wilson going up top. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
But that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Brandon, their last miss on 3rd down, they actually were able to alleviate it because they picked it up with a 4th down conversion. I don't know that they'd be wise to try and do that again here. To me, you got to punt the ball away.
This offense converted once already in this first quarter. They're going to try it again here on 4th down. Escaping the pressure right. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line.
Check. Watch 54. Here we go, D. All day, defense.
Back north.
All day.
Kill. To the 50.
Hey, turn it out.
Hey, Alpha.
Mike spot 4.
Go to 50. Hey, you block over to the 50.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Unable to stop KJ right there as he slips by for the sack. Back for the second quarter in Green Bay. It's the Packers in possession of the football. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long.
50. Mike 50.
Switch. Hey, Echo.
Mike 50.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. It's caught. Jones. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
And it's still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Tremont Williams. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's third down.
That's a gain of 5.
26.
Third and 3.
Rodgers going to try and throw on third down. And that's complete to Adams. Rodgers finding Adams for a Packer first.
Now that's absolutely frustrating for a defender. Had a chance to get him on the ground before he got to the sideline, but what great vision and understanding where he is on the field as he headed for the marker and picked up the first down.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. 2 minutes to play first half. It's 14-0. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. To throw on 2nd and 6, Rodgers. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. It was Trey Flowers that time who got a hand in and broke it up. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Hey, Foxtrot.
Here we go, D.
54's Mike. Check 30. 54.
Here we go. Mike spot 4.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Open man is Allison, complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as a tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 12. On the Seahawks.
Bravo.
54. Check pass.
54's Mike. Check. Watch back. Come on. 54. Get ready.
Mike spot 4.
On 2nd and 12, Rodgers caught by Jones. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. 8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. And Adams has it. Complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. It's a gain of 16 and a 1st down for the green and gold.
Hey, 88. Go to 50. Hey, you block over here. Hey, dude.
54. Mike 54. Let's go.
Box it.
It's going to be a long day.
On 1st down, Rodgers. And he finds his tight end, Graham. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. Being chased out left. He's going to take off with it. What can't Aaron Rodgers do? The legwork there getting him to 1st.
That was earning a 1st down the hard way. You want your quarterback to be a scrapper, but you also want to keep him upright. He paid for that 1st down by taking a big-time hit.
To throw is Rodgers. The quick slant caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half.
Hey, 26. Jump
Looking to throw again on second down. Rodgers got a man open. It's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay. Davante Adams in the final seconds of the first half. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Extra point try now for Crosby. And it is now 21-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the Pack up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Check. Watch 54.
Get 300. Get 300.
Out.
Throwing is Rodgers. Room to run past midfield. It's caught here by Adams. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. 14 yards, good for a Packer first down.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone. Check your hot read.
Run.
Motion. Hey, check motion man. Put your hands on him. Get hands on motion man. Watch the eye. Check 26, check 20. Right.
Now a first down carry by Jones. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Easy. Inside.
To throw, it's Rodgers. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Adams.